And we're live. Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and all the goods to you wherever you are. Today, I have my amazing team once again Sam, Dipti, Kavya, and my namesake, Dr. Nandini, to talk about people assuming things. People jump to conclusions without even trying. They just have something they've decided in their mind and they stick with that without even trying. So the thing is, we offer you a 1 month partnership to see for yourself what we're all about. So it's very clear how you can join our digital business. You can ask any of the websites here, register with your email ID and your name, and then you get this wonderful opportunity to partner with us for a sum of $149. And after you do your due diligence and truly understand what it is, asking us correct questions, if you 100% want to find out things, you can, and then make a decision. Yeah, sure, it's not for everybody, but don't just jump into conclusions about it before deciding. More from me later. But I'd like to invite Dipti to tell us what her experience has been, her personal experience.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. Let me give you my brief introduction. I am Dipti. I'm from Calgary, Canada. Originally, I'm from Gujarat, India, and I'm a stay at home mom. When I started my digital business, many people just assume things like it was a fake or scam or not for moms or this won't work without even asking what I am actually doing. Even some people thought I was wasting my time. They didn't even ask what it was about it, right? And they just made up their minds. See, at first it hurts, especially when it comes from our close families and friends, right? But then I realized it's not always their fault. Sometimes people just don't understand what they don't know, and instead of asking questions or instead of learning more, they jump to conclusions and they make quick judgments. So I would say don't assume, ask questions, listen with an open mind, and you never know what's on the other side of that door, right, unless you open it, right? I was skeptical too. But I did my research. I asked questions and I took a chance. And I'm so glad I did it, because if I had listened to those assumptions, I wouldn't be here today. So now today I have something of my own, working from home, contributing financially, still being present for my kids, and I feel confident again. It's okay to be unsure, but don't stop yourself before even trying. Just believe in yourself, and before saying no to something, at least find out and what it really is, right? Because the opportunity that looks different or scary at first, but it could be the one that change your life. Yeah, so that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Dipti. That was amazing. Yes, a little bit of curiosity, a little bit of skepticism in the beginning is that of an intelligent person. What is this? How do you put it together? I mean, am I able to do it? Will it suit me who I am? Will it help me? Those are the questions which are sensible and intelligent, and of course, we must ask them. But to just come to a presumptive conclusion without even finding out, actually, you're doing yourself a big disfavor. And I'd like to ask my namesake to let us know her experience of this next. Dr. Nandini.
Thank you, Nandini. It's so wonderful to connect with you all. It's been a while, so it's good to be back. So yes, we are talking about assumption and why do people judge? We don't know actually. It's become like a second nature, and we have to be very intentional whenever we are on the path of judging. We have to be intentional and stop it, and also find be in a friend circle, accountability partner circle, who will just remind us, "Hey, we are going outside where we don't know, and we rather not assume." So it's good to keep a check on our habits as well. Yes, so this is sort of misusing or abusing our highest faculty that we have. The brain that we have is the most superior amongst in the animal kingdom, and yet we misuse it so often. It's just about being upright and saying, This far I know, and I don't know after here, and I will do anything to find out." So that shows you somebody's uprightness and integrity, and there's so much respect to anybody who says that I don't know. So that is one. Secondly, I feel there's a lot of difference between, there can be an overlap between intelligent and creative people, but again, not all intelligent people are creative. So only a creative people can imagine that yes, there are things which we are not seeing, hearing right now in the physical world, and yet they may exist and we might be able to explore beautiful things. But again, a lot of intelligent people get stuck at this, that because we cannot see, hear, touch and feel right now, they don't exist, and they assume a lot of things. Now, assumption, yes, in my personal experience I have come across assumption which can be very hurtful, but again, that's another story for another day because it's going to take time. But it is almost like a very tasty poison nowadays. Tasty because it gives you a momentary feel that you are being superior, you're throwing a judgment at others, and you are having a momentary win. But in the long run, you are being very hurtful and harmful, not just to the other person, but it's going to come back to you and to a lot of people in the environment who are there soaking in those assumptive opinion. So it's going to harm a lot of people. We have to be very careful of it. And Nandini being here, and we, a lot of us know, but still maybe our global audience won't know as much, that she being a supermodel of the 80s and an actress, we are so proud of her, the person that she is. And the recent blockbuster Bollywood movie, because whenever I went on world tour, anywhere I went, anything they know about India, at least they jumped at me saying, "Oh, you come from Bollywood, you come from Bollywood." So India is synonymous to Bollywood. And the latest sort of one of the blockbuster of recent times is Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, a movie named on that lines, which was star-studded, and Nandini was a part of it. She says it was a small role she played, but actually a very impactful role. And why I talk about that movie is, it is a Hindi word, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, that is, you won't get this life twice. This is a one-time deal. Make the most of it. And what we mean by that is, all the experiences that you can make in this life, you cannot just by assuming or without experiencing firsthand. You can see the National Geographic Channel and see people are under many yards, many much beneath the water, and you can see the deep sea diving experience and all that. But unless you do it firsthand, you cannot throw an experience that this is how it feels, or jumping out of the plane how it feels. So there is no scope of assumption. Like the trekkers go on very difficult trekking, and once they trek up to the summit, maybe at the sunrise time, they can see the fluffy clouds underneath them, and they can see the first hue of the sunrise coming, the crimson sky. And these are things which has to be experienced. Thousands of photos cannot do justice to these experiences. So people need to stop assumption and need to try as much of dipping in first hand experience. That is all I had to say. And lastly, coming to the platform where we are, the business platform, people can see it in the passion we have, that this is much more than money making. It is about finding the real wealth inside us and in the life around us. And with time, we have started finding out that it's not just a gold mine in terms of money, but the gold mine is about the people here. We transform into the best people. And two things where what I will say about this platform is, I already wrote about it yesterday, that in our annual global convention mentioned, we are so blessed to have Mr. Jay Shetty, one of the greatest motivational speakers. So we have got him here. So it is such a beautiful platform. And secondly, we already know that in 2025, our founder members of this platform, 9 years ago, this platform was started, and they have been awarded as not just the business people, but they have been awarded as the most inspiring business leaders of the world 2025. And this says a lot. It says a world by itself. We don't need to impress anything else on people, and they can continue on their assumption and waste valuable time. Thank you so much, Nandini.
Thanks, Nandini. Yes, Jay Shetty, we thank you for being a part of our family. But I can tell you something, we're pretty awesome too. I really feel like that. We have our own Jay Shetties here who are awesome and amazing. And let me tell you guys something, the ones out there who are assuming, who are presuming, who are deciding negative things about us, we are awesome and we go out there and we kill it every day, in spite of what you think and despite any names you may call us. Because the names that you decide who we know we're not them. Just because somebody else decides a certain thing, that doesn't make you that. So I do not believe in any of your labels because I know I am ultra uber fantastic and so is my team. We're awesome and we're going to keep living in an awesome way till our last breath. And I can assure you of that. So each one of us is our own Jay Shetty and much more. So I'd like to ask Kavya next what her experience is.
Thank you, Nandini. Hi, everyone. My name is Kavya Nelson. Like all of you spoke now, right? So the main thing that I have experienced is, like Nandini said, now people, there is a next step that after you watch the free workshop, you'll pay the $149 and sign up to know more about the business, right? So in the free workshop, you will get a basic understanding of online business. But after you pay the 149, that's when you'll understand more about the business. So we have a 30 days refund policy also. So what I've seen is a lot of people um, come in, they sign up with $149, and soon after they sign up with 149, we'll add them to our business community. So we have more than 2 lakh people in our community now, and we'll add them there. And that is where we share our journey in the business and how what is the result we are getting in the business and everything. So the numbers are huge. Okay, it feels true, too good to be true, but we've experienced the same number, and we know the income that we can make from this business is huge, the potential is huge. But when they come in and they see the numbers, they feel that, okay, this looks like something scam. Okay, I don't think this is possible at all, right? And they just ask for the refund. They've not even watched the the pre-coaching videos that we provide, right? So don't have that impulsive behavior. Come in, watch. Like, you are getting added to a private community, which is a very safe community, right? So not everybody can be added to that group. And even before we add you to that group, we see that if we see if your profile is old enough to be added, or if you have just created a new profile just to see what is going on in the business, all those things, right? So we try to add genuine people into the group. We see if they are capable enough to be added to the group, right? So all those, it is a safe community for you. So when you come in, you see something different, which is new, and you feel that, okay, this is not possible. Maybe even when I came in, when I saw people making thousands of dollars, like they can make annual income in just 1 month in our business, that is possible in our business. And when I saw that, I was in shock, but I didn't think that, okay, it's not possible at all. I waited, and I saw what is possible, how they are doing that, how is it actually possible to make so much money, right? So that is what people should think, is what I feel. Like, you just come in and you feel, assume that, no, this is not possible, this is not going to happen at all, these are people doing something nonsense. No, we are doing this for 9 years now. Like Dr. Nandini said, if we are just scamming people, we wouldn't be here doing the same thing for 9 years, right? And we have the same community from the past 9 years, we have the same profile from the past 9 years, and we are doing this by sharing our experience, like our location, our profession. Like, you can see people from different professions here, right? There is a doctor who is already doing, there's a lawyer doing this, and there are IT professionals. Nandini is a model who is a celebrity who many people know. So we'll not be doing something which is not genuine, right? So when you're coming in, always have a mindset that, okay, if I see something new, I'll try to learn more about it, right? And like Deepti said, there are people who come in and they try something. There is 30 days time for you, but they'll look only at the top one or two videos, and then they'll go search, and they'll see if there is any negative reviews about it. What people have said negative, nothing about positive. They just want to see if there's something wrong about this opportunity. Let me find out if there's something wrong. Otherwise, it's okay, right? So that's the another mindset that I want to talk about. So come in, like now Deepti said, she got to know, she saw other people there, she heard other people saying it's not good, but she looked more about it, right? It is your business. You are coming in and you're starting your business, and it is your life. You don't have to depend on other people's opinion, right? You have to experience it. Like Dr. Nandini said, many people would have tried. Some people like skydiving, some people doesn't, right? So do you want to experience it and know for yourself, or you just want to like take other people's opinion? And okay, what if you like skydiving, right? So you have to experience yourself and see. And we have a 30 days refund policy here, so you don't have to, there is nothing that you're losing, right? You're just taking those 30 days to know more about an opportunity which can actually eventually turn complete your lifestyle completely. So do you want to give that a chance, or you just want to assume things and okay, ignore the opportunity that has come your way, right? So try to explore more about the opportunity before you decide something. And when there is 30 days refund policy, you have nothing to lose. You just have to explore more about it. And even if you see something which is not, like if you see something negative, try to ask us. We are here, right? You don't have to assume things and lose the opportunity. Just ask us, like, I saw this, what is this about? We'll be here to answer you. And we have thousands of people who have got results, and there are like 5 to 10 people who have not got result, who would have gone out and said something negative. Do you believe 10 people, or do you believe 1000 people? That also. So it completely depends on the mindset again. If you really want to change your lifestyle, you will give it a try. So that's what I would like to say. So don't assume things. Try to explore more, give it some time and explore more, ask questions. That's what I would say. Thank you.
Absolutely, Kavya. As Kavya was talking, I was just thinking. In Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki said, the rich know how to make money work for them. So I say, the wise know how to make the mind work for them. Now, the intrinsic nature of our minds is in the 60,000 thoughts that we have every day, 70% are negative. Did you know that? So we, with our minds, have to pull ourselves out of those negative thoughts and bring ourselves straight into the line of positivity. That responsibility each one of us has to take. So when you know that there are negative videos out there, you want to join a business, how foolish would it be to watch those negative videos? You stay with what you believe in. You believe that you want to do this, you come full 100% with the determination that you are going to find out everything. And we're telling you, we're giving you a whole month to see. I had somebody on day two who decided, oh, this business is about this. But how can you decide on day two? Without asking me any questions, without finding out the whole story. You've just come to your own conclusion. You haven't even seen the end that I have to offer to you. Out. It's your choice, your loss. I had somebody else who say, digital is very ambiguous. What is ambiguous about digital? And marketing? What is ambiguous about that? And what is ambiguous about business? This is a business, dude. In a business, you invest. In a business, we invest our finances, our effort, and our time. We all know that. But anyway, going back to you have the power in your hand to make your mind work for you because the mind is a monkey. It's going to go back and forth and it's going to go right to the negative. We have to pull it back, put it on track. And with that, I want to ask Sam what his experience is of this. People jumping to conclusions.
Hey guys, it's so nice to join you guys on this live session. And just a little bit of an introduction about myself. So, my name is Sam, and I'm living in the US currently. And I come from a IT professional or the IT background, I would say. And One of my key skills is business analysis, and early on in my career phase, I used to struggle getting the job done because one of my weaknesses was asking questions. As quicker as I learned that, the sooner I got better at my job. Basically, the more you ask, the more curious you are, the better you get at understanding things. And see, nobody knows everything, right? You need to ask questions, you need to be curious about things to learn about things. And as you do that, you get better at it and you can use that to your advantage. Um, so, that being one of the points, I also want to highlight that sometimes, a lot of times actually, people are interested in certain things, but they are unable to get there, or they do not get to a point, or they do not get answers to what they want because they do not ask questions. It's sometimes more than jumping into conclusions, it's sometimes about the courage. People think they would be judged for the questions they ask. And there's always this thing that we come across in our workplace where, at the end of a certain meeting or a discussion, people say, we're going to leave this open for questions. And they say, and believe us, there are no dumb questions, there are just questions. So there has to be a start to asking questions. And when you do that, that opens the door to a lot more knowledge about what you want to know. And a question I would probably ask people is, you know, your biggest opportunity might be waiting for you in your inbox. And if you jump into conclusions and if you don't ask questions, then that would probably turn into a big regret for you. That has happened to me a lot of times where it could be anything, right? It could be regarding fitness or career or anything. Because I didn't ask questions when I had to, when I got to a certain point, I was in a regret because I was like, oh, I should have asked them because I didn't ask a question. Uh, After a certain period of time, I've seen that I could have done it, or I could have actually achieved it if I had known or asked a question about it. So a lot of times, I think it's having the courage, pushing yourself to ask a question. And another point that I want to highlight about our platform is that this is a judgment free zone, and nobody judges you for the questions you may have or the things that you have to share. It's an open platform where we all come together and encourage each other. So there's no worry about being judged. And this is where people help each other. And if anybody has a question, we are more than happy to help them, because this is what this business is all about. It's not just one person succeeding in life, but everybody. And it's a community where the mindset is all about group achievement more than an individual achievement. So I would like to encourage people to actually, have that courage, or just take that first step to asking questions. Do not jump into conclusions, because at the end of it, you'd probably have a regret. But if you ask a question, you probably might end up with something that you are very happy with. So these are some thoughts that I had. And also another uh, another quote, I guess, I wanted to share, something that the Stoics mention, especially Epictetus. He said, don't trust the first impressions. Basically, you might look at something and you might think that, oh, this is a scam, like Deepthi was mentioning. People might just jump into conclusions that, this might be a scam, or this might be something that that is too much for them to do or achieve. But that's just a first impression, right? Do not jump also into conclusions until you have information about what you're looking at or what you're trying to seek, because that information could answer a lot of questions you already have. And I guess these were the thoughts that I wanted to share today.
Super, Sam. Thank you. That's really something to think about, what you've said. Pretty amazing. And yeah, you're right. As a collective global community, It is each one's passion and collective passion, and the passion of our organization to help people build a legacy for themselves that will serve generations to generations to generations. And we do that supporting each other. The intrinsic nature of our founders, as well as what the company we represent, is that of such generosity and service oriented. So it starts with them and it's with everybody. Everybody's always sharing their skills, sharing their ideas, sharing whatever they have. We come out here and just pour our hearts out for each other. And that is the beauty of this business, and it's very, very rare. So, you really, it would be a blessing for anybody who joins this business, as it is a blessing for all of us. Would anybody else like to say anything?
Deepti.
Yeah, yeah. I want to add one more thing. Excitement and curiosity is good. It's good, but also you have to have a patience. Impulsive behavior might get you started, but commitment is what takes you forward, right? If you're
Yes.
building something real, like a business or habit, it takes time. Don't like once you decided, give it a time. Give it a time. Give it an effort. Don't quit just because if you didn't get the result, right? Great things always takes time. So you have to have a patience once you jump in this business. You have to have a patience, and definitely you will get a success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kavya, you
No,
have
that's
something?
all, Nandini. No, I really resonated with what Sam said, right? Like a lot of people, I think there are also people who don't want to ask questions, right? Like even when they come in and when they pay $149, they see something that they didn't like and they don't even come and ask us. Maybe they feel that, okay, what if I ask this and what if she says something? So all those might be their concern also. So I just want to make sure that like all of us here, if you're seeing this, if you're watching this video, all of us here will surely not judge you for any of the questions you ask. You can be polite with us, we'll also be polite with you. That's all right. So when you ask questions, we are not going to judge you in any way. We like people who actually ask questions and get it cleared, right? So rather than you assuming things, so you can feel free to come and ask us, talk to us, and get more information about the business. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Kavis. Absolutely. Don't presume, don't assume. Ask us, and we're there for you. Remember that. So, thank you, everybody, for another wonderful session, and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank